I organized a flash mob during the pandemic, and it's all because of this guy. Because he's the best man of this guy and wanted to do something special for his wedding present. Now some people buy a bottle of great whiskey, some buy a fancy watch as a present, but no, this guy wants a flash mob and we're gonna do it. A quick disclaimer, during the filming of this, the pandemic situation here was pretty well. In fact, it was better than well because all of the restaurants worked, all of the cafe bars worked, people were free to walk around outside and everything. There was a limited number of people that could be at one place, but thankfully we managed not to go over the limit. So how did this all start? Well, let me explain in a short sketch. Who's in charge here? Good afternoon. Can I help you with anything? I would like to speak to the director of the school. We don't have a director. What? Well, how do you Well, I need to speak to somebody. Who's in charge? Oh yes, you mean a headmistress. Okay, headmistress. Then I need to talk to the headmistress. So I don't have two different wigs, so the headmistress is gonna be the same wig person, just with glasses on. I mean, that makes sense, okay? Right? Okay. How can I help you? Okay, so here's the deal. I'm the best man at this guy's wedding and I want to do something special. I need young people to pull something like this off.
5 minutes later.
It would be best to talk with H about this stuff. He's your guy. He's amazing. He's our best professor. Everybody wants him to be their son-in-law. Okay. I might have paraphrased that part just a little bit. Next thing I know, I'm getting phone calls from an unknown number. You know, it was an unfamiliar number. I thought somebody was prank calling me from, I don't know, from Philippines or something. So I just blocked it. And that was about that until the headmistress of the school called me and told me, H, the guy's been trying to contact you non-stop. Why are you blocking his calls? And I was like, oh yeah. You mentioned that somebody was gonna try to come in contact with me. So I've called the guy and he explained what he had in mind. And that's what I said. Dude, I've totally got this covered. That'll be $100,000. You got it. Again, I can't remember the exact conversation. I'm not really sure about the zeros, but you know, it was something like that. So I've gathered some friends and we started working on it. We had some plans, but we couldn't figure out every single detail because we still didn't know where the flash mob was gonna play out. Only a couple of days before the surprise, the best man contacted me again and then we figured out a couple of details more. I should probably mention that these guys were friends for a long time, probably 20-25 years, and they are both, you know, pretty established people, let's say. They're pretty rich and wealthy, and I didn't have much chance, you know, in my life to talk to people like that, but at the same time, they were pretty down to earth. They were like, you know, just fooling around. They were pretty casual people, and that's what I really enjoyed about them. So this is what we figured out. We agreed upon the place and time where this is gonna happen. It's a cafe bar, and the best man is gonna call the groom and his wife to sit down and grab some coffee with him. I'm gonna pretend to be a waiter, and I've never done that in my life, so imagine how nervous I was not to break everything while holding, you know, the drinks. The day before, we told the staff of the cafe bar to bring this upright piano from the lobby into a cafe bar so that the guy that we practice all of this and that runs the choir can play the song. The song is Sound of Silence, and it seems that this song means much to the groom. And the reason why the best man chose this song was to say to the, you know, groom that your life is gonna be more silent now. You're not gonna be able to party all day long, you know, prepare for some kind of awkward silence. It was one of those sarcastic, funny things that you do to a friend. I just want to say it's not as perfect when it comes to the musical aspect as I wished it could be, because I think we did better on the practices, but you know.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. And the people out and pray to the neon god they made. Oh, silence.
This is the first time any of us were doing something like this. The problem we had was a bit that the piano was a bit further away from all of us, and we didn't have eye contact or, you know, hand sign contact with the main player, the piano player. So there were a bit of rhythmic problems at the beginning. He couldn't hear me when I started singing. The song starts very deep and we didn't have any kind of, you know, microphones and stuff. This was all raw, real. Everything you hear is just recorded by one single microphone from the camera, and it's not perfect in any way, but then again, it was a surprise, and it was intended to be kind of spontaneous and everything. I hope that the facial expression of the groom and his soon-to-be wife will tell you more. Enjoy my first ever flash mob.
Ono bar svima. Hvala lijepo.
To mi opet ne pjevate. Njemačka je
That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, like it, share with your friends, consider subscribing and hit that bell to get notified about my next videos. If you want to see these videos for anybody else and also suggest ideas, tell me what you want to see on this channel, consider becoming part of my Patreon page because that's where everything is happening. You get entitled to some awesome perks like seeing the videos for anybody else, seeing full-length reaction videos because that's what I mostly do on this channel, bonus content, and just a bunch of other amazing perks depending on the tier you choose. So check it out, there's something for everybody there. And what can I say? Thanks for sticking out till the end of the video. You look wonderful and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye! This is gonna be a surprise for the groom